Hello everybody, and welcome back to 263 Bees. I'm son of one, and I'm back here today with my swarm I caught in October, my holly hive. As you see that they're pretty busy on the feeder today. It's about 75 degrees here on December 3rd in Dothan, Alabama. I had mixed this up this morning, early this morning, and it was full. And since I guess about 8 o'clock this morning till now, that's what they've consumed. They are tearing this thing up, and they are surprising me by leaps and bounds. And I'd like to say, Bob, you had a polynuke and you caught that one hive. I said, but I think the difference is when I caught this swarm, I put them into this polynuke and I put it on no vent. I've kept it on no vent, and it has vented in the front and the back already, leaving only an entrance once I let them loose 2 days after I caught them. I didn't change anything. I left them in the same box, and that they have, I don't know if that's what the problem was, brother, but I see that was a difference in what you did. Because you had it on vent, I think, that night, and then you put them into a 2 or 3 frame nuke, I think it was, I saw on your video. But these girls here have, in this last week, have torn up a partial piece of a pollen patty. These girls have been really busy. I've been trying to keep them fed. There is a lot of moisture on the top of the, as you can see, there is some moisture on the top of my my polynuke here. They are producing heat. Most of the moisture is on the side, very little over the top of them. So I think this is going to work out for this winter. If it doesn't get really bad, I don't think it will. It's been usually mild winters here. So let's see what we got going here so far with these girls. Alright, this is one frame they're just walking over, picking the wax off of. Still, they haven't really, I'm going to have to re-wax that sucker. Probably come spring. These girls have got propolizing some stuff. This is their own work. As you see, they're working this one side pretty good, starting to cap some stuff here. These girls are actually surprising me by leaps and bounds. So they got like, probably equivalent to about 3.5 frames of bees so far in here. They started off on only like 1.5, maybe 2. Let's see what we get from these girls here today. I'm gonna get some attitude, or they're gonna cooperate. And they're still building this wild comb. And the way things are looking, mostly brood. A little bit of stores in the old comb. But as you can see here, we got some brood of all kinds in here. Stuff's getting ready to hatch. Some has hatched. So I got some new girls going on. Yeah, this is a lot of brood. They're doing some storing and trying to keep up with the nectar or the syrup that I'm giving them, I guess. Trying to store as much as they can. They've been going through a lot of it, though. At least a gallon a day. Today it looks like they may be going into a 2nd gallon later. And this is one. This frame here was one that I gave to them when I first got them. And I don't see Queen's baby in here. I know she is because she's got some fresh eggs. bunch of pollen stored around, capped honey. And down this side here, and they're sort of backfilling some on her. I don't know if she's gonna. Looks like she's keeping them with sisters coming. I'm looking for her, but I don't see her on this frame. She might have been on the other one I took over there. I hope I didn't drop her. You know, rookie mistakes. My first year still. That's not even in the season, it's after season. And this is an unmarked queen, so it's a little harder for me to locate her. And see, evidence she's been working. So I really don't have to find her, I don't think, right now. But I'd like to see what she's up, see what she's doing, what she's looking like. And this frame here was a partial honey frame and had the back wasn't drawn, so they've been drawing this back over here. And this frame here is mostly pollen and honey. So they've been collecting and packing up pretty good. Go back to that first frame. I saw some brood, open brood cells. See if I can find my girl. I haven't been having to use a lot of smoke with them. I'm trying to be conservative because, yeah, I don't want them running off. Okay, where you at, you little girl? See, I don't normally have this problem. Their numbers are grown, so I don't see her all the time. And these girls are a little darker than the ones I have up front. Oh, there she is. Here's my girl. You see right here, we got our girl right here walking around, and she's a dark queen. She's not as caramel as the other one. She's a little darker, and she is pretty. I love the way she looks. She's a pretty one. Not real big, but she's pretty. Hopefully later on this next season, she'll swell up a little more and do some more work. Getting rust-colored pollen coming in on some of these girls walking in the door right now. It's actually surprising me. I laid eyes on my girl, saw she's doing good. I'm happy. And Earl, I want to thank you for the support you give all of us and the work that we do. Finding stuff out, doing the research, even heading back to school to try to pick up some more. I think you ought to really be proud of yourself for doing the things that you do. Try to dispel things that, everyone in here tries to dispel all these myths about beekeeping. And, it may not have been a myth at one time, but the environment has changed, people have changed, society in general. So you keep up your good work and do the things you do. I left you a message with my email, so if you want to talk, I can try to be available to talk with you as much as I can. I'm a working stiff, and so most of my days are pretty full, but in the evenings after 5 o'clock, give me a holler, and I'll talk with you and I'll see how things are going. Maybe I can try to be an encouragement. We all ought to be encouragement to all the other beekeepers, because we are our brother's keepers. We need to support each other, because this endeavor with the bees, yeah, there's a lot of personal stuff involved for a lot of people, but the thing is about it is that it's a universal endeavor, because if we don't take care of what we've got and be good stewards of our world, that how can we expect our children to do the same thing, to take up and take care of the things that need to be taken care of? You know, yeah, I've been neglectful of these things in the past, and it's been since I've been with these bees, and granted it's before the bees, but since I started studying the bees and researching and actually having my hands on bees, I've seen the importance of it more. I knew it was important to begin with, but they're for some reason, working with these bees, seeing that there is more of a need for it than I realized. It was rare that I saw a bee come through my yard. Now my yard, as you can see, flying all around me, that the bees are taking up and doing the things that need to be done for the world itself. And I know they only probably pollinate 1/3 of everything, but if you lose 1/3 of it, it leaves another 2/3, and what's going to collapse because one thing collapsed? These girls support other endeavors for other creatures. There is a circle of life. Everything comes in cycles. Scripture even says that, everything has a season. Well, if that season isn't taken care of or helped to be taken care of by the followers of Christ, then how do we expect that the walls won't fall down? Whatever you're looking at, I mean, there's many avenues, many levels of this, but something maybe simple as the honeybee, you may not think there's much, but the honeybees are a link in that chain, or a brick in that wall. If we lose something, say, I don't know if they're the cornerstone or not, which the whole foundation is built upon the full cornerstone. But if we allow it to drop, allow it to fall, what will happen to everything else? That's why these girls are important. Not to me, just me, but to the world in general. I'm thankful that I have been given a chance to take care of some and try to help this along. I've been detrimental in some ways, just like most of us. Beekeepers get in their own way as far as maintaining colonies and keeping bees. Because some of us kill off a lot before we figure out what we're doing. So, Earl, keep your studying up. Dig deep. Father's giving you a path. I think you should embrace it and know that there are others out here praying and lifting you up. So I say that and say, if you subscribed and you came back, thank you. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Your thumbs up. Hit the bell. Notifications for when I send out other videos like this one. I thank you, and may God bless you and your bees. Be good, behave, and be hive.